Good morning from the Transportation and Ticket Center, just outside of the Magic Kingdom. We aren't headed into the Magic Kingdom today. Today, we're headed over to the Grand Floridian. So we're gonna hop on the monorail and head over there because the Easter Cottage is now open where we can get some Easter treats, and they have some chocolate Easter eggs on display for us to look at. So we're gonna head over there, and then we'll also have a look at Gasparilla and see if there's anything special for the Easter holiday as far as food goes. Let's go over and have a look, see what we can find. First stop, monorail. Here at TTC, there are 3 different monorails. There's the one that runs over to Epcot, there's the one that runs to Magic Kingdom, this is sometimes called the Express monorail, and then they have the Resort line, which is what we're heading on to. So the Resort line runs from here, the TTC, it stops at Magic Kingdom, it stops at Contemporary, it stops at Polynesian, and it stops at Grand Floridian. So we're just 2 stops away from the Grand Floridian. We have to stop at Polynesian first, and then over to the Grand Floridian. And the good news is, when we're passing by the Polynesian, we'll get to see a look at some of the construction that's happening on the DVC tower that they're building over there. So it'll be a fantastic ride.
Welcome.
We're on our way.
Please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey.
We are passing by the Polynesian. We're getting ready to see the new construction on the DVC tower. Coming around right here. You can see they've added some paint, starting to add some of the outriggers for the roofing. Starting to get an idea of what it's going to look like. Different rooms with balconies here. Yeah, for the most part, all we're seeing is rooms. I'm sure there's going to be a pool and some other things around the other side, but not a lot to see right now. But this is where we're stopping on, Grand Floridian. So there is some exterior construction happening at the Grand Floridian. Kind of seems like cleaning or painting going on. Yeah, most likely painting with these drop cloths up here. So because we entered on the 2nd floor, because we rode the monorail, we get a good overview of everything that's happening down here on the 1st floor, and we can start to see some of the Easter eggs. These are chocolate Easter eggs, and we can see the Grand Cottage over here. Also, they have this sign here that says, please visit our Grand Cottage, open daily from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it looks like an Easter bunny. It's Easter bunny's butt. He's like looking out that way. And they also have a display with some of the offerings that are available at the Grand Cottage. Cream cheese carrot coffee cake. These 2 things are available at Gasparilla's. The one at Gasparilla though isn't shaped like a Mickey, it's shaped like an Easter egg. This is the same, all the icing fell off on this display model. Hot cross buns are only available down here. The carrot blondie pop is available at Gasparilla. And there was one more thing. The Bunny Burrow Dirt Cup is available, but I don't see a display version of that. You can see the sign right there, but I'm not seeing a display of it here inside of it. The Easter treat box is $80. Look at this ridiculousness. Giant Easter bunny in there, and then a bunch of other little treats. Not kind of a bunch, just kind of a few other little treats. I kind of want to get it though, but I don't think it's a good value, but there it is. Oh, how much is this egg? The grand egg for $20. The confetti pop is super fun. It almost looks like it's an apple, but it's not. Some white chocolate, a macaron box over here. The bunny pop flower pot. Oh, it's got like chocolate bunnies. It's hard to see here. It's got chocolate bunnies that coming out of the top, and then chocolate flower pot down there. Guava cream cheese cinnamon roll. Hot cross buns, of course. A lemon blueberry whoopie pie, and then this is a smaller chocolate bunny. The price has fallen down on it. So this lemon blueberry whoopie pie is $8.25. Holy macaroni. The carrot blondie pop is $7.50. Oh, these things are expensive, aren't they? The coffee cake is $9.75. Wait a second, I gotta check something here really quick. I went to the mobile order for Gasparilla, seeing if it was gonna be cheaper. It is not. This is all the same price. Here's a look at the Bunny Burrow Dirt Cup. We'll see if they've got one on display down at the Grand Cottage too. Then also, they have this vanilla bean cupcake sampler that I'm not seeing in this display case, but this is down at Gasparilla right there. So maybe we'll get that from Gasparilla, but everything else is available at the cottage. As far as Easter exclusive goes, and then some at the cottage. Let's go down, we'll have a look at some of the eggs, and then we will buy some treats. All right, here we are down at the Grand Cottage, and they have all the display, the same display that they had upstairs is over here, and then all of the other treats on display down there, and I'll get you a look at the menu too. But let's have a look at Easter eggs first. So each one of the displays has the person who made it and a little description of it. So Fabi made this one of the Kakamora, and they say, I've always loved the movie Moana, and on a recent trip to the Polynesian resort, I saw an angry coconut display. I immediately thought it would be a great egg showpiece. You see the Kakamora? Also a little hidden Mickey up there. Look at them. This is super fun. I like all the little details to it too. How they're holding on to different aspects and holding each other up. It's so fun. And they're all little angry guys. Hey, how's it going? Oh, there's another hidden Mickey on the fingernail up there. But also I just realized that there's a couple of them that have fallen into the ocean down here. Down there. I love that. That's such a fun little detail. Also, this smell in here is amazing. Like everything smells so chocolatey just looking at the displays and standing in the lobby. I don't know if they're pumping in a chocolate smell or if it's just all of the chocolate that smells, but it's glorious. So this one is a James and the Giant Peach display, and this one was made by Krista. When I was younger, I loved the movies that utilized stop motion animation. I thought it was such a creative way to make a film and wanted to bring that to life in my James and the Giant Peach egg this year. So look at all of this. I feel like maybe I need to watch James and the Giant Peach. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Have you guys seen it? Is it good? I know it's a Tim Burton movie, so I feel like I'd like it. But I have yet to see it. This is also amazing that they made all of these little characters. Like this James character is so detailed. And like it looks exactly like the movie. And it's made out of chocolate. And also the base. There's chocolate all down the base. And this thing is gigantic too, by the way. Oh, what is this? The Art of Cocoa Butter Painting. Check back later, the artist is not here right now. But there's some little eggs that it looks like they've kind of splatter painted with gold. But then up here, it looks like they're painting this egg right now. Like you could come here and see this being painted. This is amazing. Like it's so neat to be able to see, and also a lot of different characters. Are these all Pixar characters? Oh, Ernesto. There he is back there. I feel like they all might be Pixar characters from what I can see. Oh yeah, and Woody back there? Oh my gosh, this is so neat. Okay, I'll have to check back later in the season and see the progress on this. The next egg is a Sword in the Stone egg. And Juan made this one. It says, I love watching The Sword in the Stone as a kid. I watched it every day. I wanted my egg to reflect the most thrilling scene in the movie. My favorite quote in the movie was said by Merlin to Arthur, train your brain and not your muscles. There's so much little details in here. The sword's sticking out of the top too. And then the neat thing about these is that it's on both sides. So if we go around the other side, you can see Madame Mim and Merlin having a little face-off here, and all of the different animals that they became during that. Huh. So neat. And even the detail in the rock. Second note, there's a plug coming out of the next one. Wait till you guys see this. Mary Rose made this one. It says, I chose Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because I was inspired by the out-of-control train ride you take through Runamuck Park to get to the perfect picnic. Just like this Easter eggs, things don't always go as planned. You could end up on a pretty crazy adventure. There's a little hidden Mickey up there, but like lights. They put lights in their Easter egg. And they even have the footprints out in front of Donald Duck, Mickey and Minnie, and Goofy over there. And then let's go look at the other side. Oh, the fireworks at the end of the ride. This is them in Runamuck Park. And then on the bottom it says, nothing can stop us now. These are like photos of the characters from the ride. And Chubby. Don't forget Chubby. This is amazing. Oh, and then there's a Princess and the Frog display here. It says, Maria, who made this egg, said, when I first saw Princess and the Frog, I thought it was so inspirational. I identify with Tiana. She followed her dream with her father's encouragement. It reminded me of my own father's encouragement in pursuing a baking career. Little pine cones and lily pads. And the silhouette of Tiana, I don't know if it's showing up so well. There it is. She's going to kiss Naveen. Let's go around the backside and have a look at the back of this one. And there she is at the end of the movie at Tiana's place. And then this next one is a full-out house. They made a house. This was made by two people, Carolina and Monica. Carolina loves the character Daisy because of her sense of fashion and independence. Monica's husband loves the Donald Duck character. Both of us are from South America and grew closer through this project. I like the sparkles too. Look at the sparkles all throughout. Wow. blown away. It really is neat to see the intricacies of it. A little dog. And they even have some painted chocolate bunnies over here. This one's got jelly beans in its backpack. Oh, and this one was made by Aurora. My best friend growing up had a koi pond in her backyard. As children, we used to pretend this was a giant koi pond and became fascinated with these fish and their habitat. So this is some chocolate koi fish swimming around with some chocolate rocks in there. Oh, like some bamboo. Wow. It's so interesting also seeing like what people chose for their display. This one was done by Meg. I pulled inspiration from different stages of animation, including character model sheets, background design, and pencil tests. You see Cinderella transforming here. That's so cool. And the next one was done by Trisha. The carton of eggs is what inspired this year's design. I wanted to do something unconventional and bring villains to life. So these are like villain eggs. And a carton too. You got Lotso, you got the Queen of Hearts, you got Ursula, and you got Scar. Another one with lights. This one's from Mary Rose. I visited the parks as a child with my father, and we always enjoyed watching the Main Street Electrical Parade from the train station at midnight. I was so excited to see Cinderella's coach. In 2022, the parade celebrated its 50th anniversary. Look at this. Just the detail in this. Also, Pete's Dragon. And a hidden Mickey in there too. Let's bring back the Main Street Electrical Parade. Oh, and then Monica over here. I always resonated with Jasmine's independence. Seeing the recent live action movie of Aladdin and her new song, I knew I wanted to create an egg featuring her and her palace. There it is. Oh, it's kind of like a hidden Mickey right there. This is Jasmine's palace. The detail, look at the stained glass windows. Wow. And there's Carpet and Raja and Jasmine down there. I feel like I gotta get down on the level to get to Jasmine here. Wow. Yachty says, every year my husband and I go to Festival of the Arts. There is an artist, Darren Wilson, that created a Beauty and the Beast picture that sparked my inspiration for this year's egg. The thought behind the egg is that the Beast is protecting the rose and all of his memories are what is sketched behind. This one also has a light inside of it. Oh, and you can see the ripped up paintings and stuff. Oh, and the Beast is holding on to it with like a little ripped curtain there. You can see the Beast. And then on his back is all the Beast memories, including Belle. And if you look inside Belle's book, tale as old as time, a little hidden Mickey in there. Wow, the detail is amazing. Oh, and Justine, this is my third egg, and I've always done a book theme. I started with a cookbook, then children's book, now a Toy Story. And this is Al's Toy Barn. And if you look inside the chicken costume, you can see Al inside of there. There he is. Oh, the cones that they used to sneak in too, right? And then here, the next one is from John. I've always loved painting and enjoyed bringing my art to life in the form of an Easter egg. By having this egg painted live in the lobby, our guests are able to share my passion with me. So I'm guessing this is the second egg that John has painted, aside from that one that we saw earlier with the Pixar characters. I'm gonna go around the other side so that you can see some more of the detail. So many different characters, even Mirabelle and Bolt. Mirabelle and Bolt hanging out. Wow. Oh, Ralph and Olaf. It's really cool to see all of the different characters. Sebastian down there? Oh, Mr. Toad's next to Sebastian. He's hard to see, but he's in there. This one is wild. So this one's from Krista. Said, I remember my grandmother's antique kitchen that was so comforting. When the Munchlings came out, I thought it was the perfect mix of Disney characters and baked goods. This egg combines two things that I love, Disney and baking. Oh my goodness gracious, the detail. Like the cookbook is open to pineapple upside down cake. And the thing is sugar and the measuring spoons and a little hidden Mickey right there. And the eggs and another hidden Mickey. And then the eggs that they are like dyeing, they're dyeing those eggs. Remember the little dipper that you use to dip the eggs into the dye? It's so amazing. I'm blown away. And Joanne made some elemental eggs. Upon seeing elemental, the message resonated with me how multiple creatures come together as one. I wanted to showcase the two main characters in an abstract way to inspire that message to our guests. So this would be Ember and Wade. Here, I like the sparkles too on the fire one. Such a cool thing. Oh yeah, look. Juan, I chose Onward because the movie first reminded me of myself and my brother. The movie inspired me with its beautiful message of not taking anything for granted and keeping the magic alive. There's Guinevere right there. It's so cool. Oh, and the back of the egg kind of shows off the final scenes of the movie. Pretty amazing. That's so cool. Chef Allison made this last one, and this is Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, and they said Emperor's New Groove is their favorite movie. I was so excited to create an egg inspired by Yzma. I enjoyed putting an Easter twist on the original character with her holding an Easter egg. And see, there's like a llama pasted on the outside of the egg. It's so cool, it's so detailed too. I'm just like amazed by this because I couldn't do it. And Stephanie made a Disney Parks Disney snack egg. They said, growing up, coming to Disney, I always remember getting the snacks in the park. I wanted to create something iconic in this year that all guests would have fond memories of. And so, I'm sure everybody has fond memories of turkey legs, Mickey premium bars, Mickey pretzels, and churros. Oh, and then popcorn down there too. Katie says, my egg is inspired by a springtime scene that is both magical and whimsical. I created a baby dragon hatching in an Easter egg in an Easter-inspired garden. Oh, so there it is, a baby dragon coming out of an Easter egg, being born in the springtime. Like all the flowers and the butterflies. Also, this dragon's face. And then Meg made one that says, I love the Disney classic movies and I love animals. So I thought Bambi was the quintessential spring theme. I enjoyed painting in all forms, whether it be acrylic paint or cocoa butter, as you can see here. And so like, I'm sure it's on the other side, but right here, this is just the back of the egg. Yeah, there it is, the classic scene from Bambi right there, with Thumper, Flower, and Bambi, and a butterfly. So the person who made this one is named Yadi, and this is actually a clock. Like, this is actually working. This is the correct time right now. Yadi said, I made a Rolex cake once that had moving hands, and I wanted to make a timepiece out of my egg. So I thought, what movie has a timepiece in it? Alice in Wonderland. I wanted to make the white rabbit the focal point on top because he is the timekeeper. Oh, I like this like gears, or like this lace around his neck. And then all of the different gears down here. It's so intricate. And then just like some cinnamon down there. Maybe that's to keep the bugs away? I don't know. Oh, and then the faces on the roses. Oh, and then the little thing that says drink me. So many little details. And the Cheshire Cat down here painting an egg themselves. And this side's clock also works. Oh, a hidden Mickey up top too. This is amazing. Blown away. Oh, for $25 we have a paint your own chocolate egg. I'm definitely gonna like, so now we've seen all of the eggs. Now it's time to get some treats. I'm definitely gonna get this carrot cake. Definitely gonna get some hot cross buns. I kind of want to get this carrot blondie pop. I've been thinking about this $80 box. I don't need all that. So we're not gonna get the $80 box. But you can see it does come with the carrot. It comes with the marshmallow pop. It comes with a giant Easter bunny. It comes with these, which I don't think I can get those little nests with the jelly beans in it. I don't think they sell those other than in the box. I'll check. They're not on display here at least. And then some purple marshmallows, I think, some brittle. Ooh, I want to see if they have that brittle. Yeah. And then I'm gonna get the chocolate paint kit so that Jackson can do it. He'll paint his own chocolate egg later. Maybe for Easter, we'll save it for Easter. That can be a thing he can do on Easter. And then out front they have a sign that tells the prices of everything. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing those nests that are inside the treat box. So those might be exclusive to the treat box. There are a few other things that were not on display there. There's a closer look at the paint your own chocolate egg kit. A lot of different colors and stuff, and then the instructions are on the top.
Where is he?
One of the hot cross buns warmed up there. what's exciting stuff. So 1900 Park Fair reopens on April 10th, and they just stopped, but there was some like concrete grinding or like metal, there it is, some metal construction grinding happening inside. So they are doing something in there for the April 10th opening. We weren't able to get April 10th, but we did get a reservation for very soon after. So we will be there checking it out. So now we are making our way over to the tables at Gasparilla to try some of our treats. All right, so here's everything that I got. Got a hot cross bun. This is like a marshmallow egg with a little Easter bunny butt. This is a blondie carrot right here. This is what they call a chocolate flower pot. So it looks like chocolate mousse. This was a confetti cake, but it looks like a lamb with some marshmallows on the outside. This was a carrot cake with cinnamon streusel on the top. And then I got your paint your own chocolate egg kit, which we'll be doing at home, probably around Easter. It does, like, I can't do it here because you have to heat up the cocoa butter for a minute and a half in 30-second intervals. And then once they're melted, then you paint all of the different things. And only one of them has kind of like a stencil on it for you to follow. The rest are kind of freeform. Do whatever you'd like. We do have a lot to try, but I think the first thing that I want to try is the savory item, hot cross bun. It's not entirely savory, but it's less sweet than these other things that I've gotten. So let's try the hot cross bun. This tastes like if you were to have a cinnamon roll without making it into a spiral. Kind of good. It's got raisins in it. It's very cinnamony flavor. Not as sweet. The thing that's providing the sweetness is the raisins. I don't know what the cross is made out of. It seems like it's just another piece of like dough. I thought hot cross buns is where you go like cut into it. Pretty good. It's like a cinnamon raisin bread. Yeah, delicious. All right, I feel like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the least sweet item and work my way in. So next up, I think I'm gonna try this guy. This was the carrot cake with cinnamon streusel on top. A bit denser than I thought it was gonna be. Let's give it a try. But it scared me. It made me drop my thing on the table. Okay, let's give it a try. Cream cheese, but also there's like cream cheese down inside of it. Like there's like a filling. Look at this, I just scooped out a whole bunch. Do you see all the different cream cheese in there? That was really good. It does have a spice to it, like cinnamon, nutmeg, spices. It's like orange streusel on top. It's very candy-like. And this is pretty good. Not overly sweet, but still has a little bit of sweetness to it. I would eat this again. It's not a traditional carrot cake though, because it is a little bit more spiced, because it's a coffee cake. It's a carrot coffee cake. Pretty darn good. But like I said, just be prepared because it is a spiced cake. Not a spicy cake, a spiced cake. So now I have to figure out like what my next thing is. I think I'm gonna go with the blondie. It's a carrot-shaped blondie. And for the most part, I've just been taking a couple of bites of these things and we're gonna take all the rest of it home for the family to eat. So that it's not, because this was pretty ridiculous. I think I spent, let me look, for everything that I got, it was $76. So probably should have just gotten that $80 box, right? And just gone from there. So let's see. Yeah, looks like a little carrot. That's nice. So the orange on top of it, very thick, and the actual like blondie in the center, kind of skinny. You can see. Not really my favorite. It's very sweet. The orange icing on the outside, the orange chocolate on the outside, kind of overpowers everything. Can't really even taste the blondie inside of it. And also, I've already eaten 2 bites of it, or I've only eaten 2 bites of it, and this right here, this was $7.50. So like, this is like, I'll probably finish this in 4 or 5 bites for $7.50. Now that I'm down towards the bottom, I'm actually getting more of a flavor of the blondie. And the blondie is good, but I had to eat all the way down to get to the flavor of it. I think that kids will really like this. But this is a little bit too much for me, in my opinion, as far as the flavor of the white chocolate on it. I would call this one a miss in my book, but a lot of people probably will like it. All right, I kind of want to try this sheep. There's like this lamb here. Let's give it a try. It's a confetti cake pop. I think this one will be the hardest to eat. Also the hardest to get out of this thing, because how do they do this? So you have to kind of like fold it out of it and then take the top off. Oh no, I'm losing marshmallows. All right, so there it is. There's my skewered sheep, which I'm kind of afraid is gonna fall off any moment now. How do you eat this thing? You can see on the bottom where it was sitting, but it's on just like a straw, like a paper straw. Kind of flimsy. All right, I guess I'm just gonna bite into it. Let's see what happens here. Okay. A lot of flavors in there. Marshmallow. The cake is super moist. Like, ridiculously moist. This tastes like a cupcake with marshmallows on top of it. Oh, it's already starting to fall apart. Oh, we gotta be careful here. Wow, that cake is remarkably moist. Like, kind of excessively moist. The confetti sprinkles inside are still whole. All right, so we've made it through all except for 2 of our items, and I have a tummy ache already. Oh my gosh. So, we're making it through. We're doing it though. I think I'm gonna have to get something savory after this. And good news, we're like right here. This is Gasparillo's right behind me, so I can just grab something from there and eat it. All right, I'm gonna try this egg next. This is it. It's a little Easter bunny butt right there, and then chocolate on the bottom. Oh, it's like drip. Why is it dripping? What is dripping off this thing? Oh my gosh. What do I do? So I'm gonna dig into this thing. I'm gonna just scoop out some of the marshmallow. Oh my goodness, the marshmallow, it's like marshmallow fluff. So it's like, almost like whipped cream, or like lighter than whipped cream. That's the weirdest thing. Holy cow. What is this? It's like a pudding almost. That is so good. Look at it just drip. Look at that. I don't know what that is. It's like the sugar liquefying in the marshmallow. Like, it is really good, but oh my gosh, get ready. If your kids have this, it's gonna be a sugar high central. Oh my God, that chocolate is really good on the bottom. This is so surprising to me. It's like a s'more. You're like eating s'mores without the graham cracker. It's dark chocolate. Oh man, I gotta put this away. That was where it is. A mess though. So that egg marshmallow was $8, worth every penny. But be warned, very, very sweet. You will have a tummy ache afterwards, but very delicious. That was like unlike anything that I've had at Disney for a dessert. Very delicious. All right, up next, the flower pot. There it is. So it's like it's called the Bunny Burrow Dirt Cup. The flower on top is like fondant, I guess, with like a jelly center. But I'm gonna kind of dig next to it. Oh, it's like a brownie. Okay. So it has like a cake in it with some mousse, a little bit of icing on top, the green icing. I mean, pretty tasty. Oh man, there's like too much sugar. Here's what happens. I get all these sugary things, and by the time I get to the last one, I'm like, I don't want any more sugar things. So I feel like it's not that good, but if I had eaten this first, I feel like I'd be all about it. Super chocolatey. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice, rich mousse underneath there. So here's what I would do. I would come here, I would get one thing, just one thing, instead of all of the things that I got. This would be one of them. I would get that egg for sure. The marshmallow egg. The hot cross bun was good. Those are my choices. I'd probably get this flower pot again. It's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like those are the ones that I would get. The flower pot, the marshmallow egg, and the hot cross bun. All right, I gotta get something savory now. I'm gonna explode if I don't. I got the Cuban sandwich from Gasparillo's right here. That's gonna be my savory thing. And I just wanna remind everybody that these boxes that Disney have actually turn into plates if you pull the seams apart here. See if I can do this one-handed here. Like so. You don't need a plate, you just open your box up. It can be returned back to its original shape. It won't hold it as well as it did when it was glued, but if you're gonna eat everything, then you might as well just open it up and use it as a plate. Then you don't have to worry about it. And it's pretty big too for a plate. So here's a better look at the Cuban. Oh yeah, that looks good. Looks really good. And they have house-made chips that go with it. Pretty big too. I know it's flattened because it is pressed, but pretty big sandwich. All right. I know it has nothing to do with Easter, but we love a good Cuban, so let's give it a try. Pretty solid Cuban too. All the meat is very tender. Cheese and pickles and mustard. This is delicious though. Really delicious Cuban sandwich. Let's try one of these chips. Listen to the crunch of this chip real quick. Those are really good chips. I've always liked Gasparillo. I've always liked their food. It's not exciting. There's nothing like really like mind-blowing that's happening in there. It's sandwiches. You get some flatbread, you get some sandwiches, and it's delicious. So I think this is one of my favorite quick services, one of my favorite quick service restaurants at the resorts, Gasparillo. Just walk back out front of the Grand Floridian. You can see, yeah, they're moving up to do some painting. He's kind of stuck in this tree right now, isn't he? Where's he trying to go? All right, we've made it back onto the monorail. Now all we have to do is ride it around. We're gonna stop off at the Magic Kingdom, at Contemporary, then back at TTC. So we've got a couple of stops before we get back to the car. And there you have it. We've made it back to the TTC. What a great day. Those eggs were so intricate and so interesting to see. I'm glad that's something that they do here at Walt Disney World. It's a nice way to celebrate the Easter season. And it's nice to see the different like artistry of the bakers and the chefs here. So, and the food was fantastic. All the sweet treats that we tried, and that Cuban was ridiculously good. So all in all, it was a fantastic day. With that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.